Hello ladies and gentlemen, Victorian Cowboy here, bringing you an AD carry game. We're playing Lucian in the bottom lane, and we have a Xerath support. So we're just going to start out fairly standard with a Doran's Blade and one health pot. Going to come up here and give our Nocturne jungle a leash. We've got a Cassidon mid and a Garen top, and we will be facing off against an Alistair and a Jinx bottom lane, Katarina mid, Gnar top, and Vi jungle. So, we're just going to sit here and wait for a while. So this will be my first time playing with a Xerath support. Again, we've been playing a lot of Team Builder with this recently, to hopefully bring you some videos that are at least semi-decent. Not always a guarantee, however. Because last game, the Trundle game that I posted for you guys, ended up having me be against, at least for half the game, a duo top before the Rengar went away. So that was a little different experience for me, because it's not often you end up running against two top. So it wasn't the greatest of games last game, but you know, you win some, you lose some, you learn from every game you play. But hopefully Lucian we can do something with. The last time I played as Lucian in a regular game, we had a heck of a time bottom lane. Ended up getting a quadra kill, almost getting the penta, but he got picked up in the top lane instead, so. Gonna give a decent leash here, and now we're gonna run away so we don't steal any of the experience for our Nocturne. Get into lane and we'll start our farming, and hopefully we can actually farm semi-decent. So far we haven't missed one. I tend to farm rather well with a Lucian as opposed to some of the other champions. But as you can see, it's very easy for me to push the lane, which early on isn't necessarily what we want, especially with their Vi jungle, because their Vi jungle does have some nice gap closes as a champion. But we should have some decent peel with our Xerath, so that'll be nice. We're going to get our dash next, just because Lucian is a very mobile, very mobile ADC. But I can poke with my Q, the what's it called, the piercing light, as opposed to the relentless pursuit. And remember, as always, Lucian has the passive of every time he uses an ability, he double taps. It's called Lightslinger. And so this Alistair healing the minions is throwing off my... But we're just going to throw a bunch of damage down on her because she came in a little close and they were messing up my farm, which I hate. Also, the problem with someone like Xerath as a support is he does have the he lacks the ability to pick minions off over things when he uses an ability, so he really does just lead to lost farm for me, and that's really important that I don't miss out on the farm. Ooh, that is not good. Looks like our gank mid didn't quite go the way we wanted it to. We're gonna pick these up though. Oh, and the Alistair heal. So I'm kind of wary here because we haven't put a ward in the bush top. It doesn't look. It looks like he forgot his trinket actually, so that's unfortunate. And top is, or mid is missing. So the fact that mid is missing is kind of unfortunate. And our Xerath has recalled, so I'm kind of here alone right now. So not exactly ideal, especially against this team, but we're going to lay some hurt down onto their, oh, and I didn't get the, there we go, didn't miss the minion thankfully, but we're going to lay some hurt down onto the Jinx, because we can. and because keeping some pressure on her is going to prevent her from getting as much farm, which for us is actually going to be really good if we can zone them out. Because if they can't get leveled up as much, we will have a serious advantage. Oh, we got it to burn a flash even. So that was really good. And I'd like to say that the Jinx, no flash. Because that's a really, really good thing. So we're going to try and stay in lane until we can get our BF sword. Because we will be going for our Infinity Edge first. The Infinity Edge will give us that added damage, which is really good, especially with the double tap. Oh, there's Vi. Gonna pick that up still. Yes, we got the cannon creep. And Vi's going back top. Gonna join in. Let Kassadin know that he's in a bad way. Ooh, they're at jungle. They're taking out our ward at jungle. So we're gonna just come up here and lay down some damage on her. Hey, and our jungler killed the other jungler there. And we got an assist. Out of lane even, so that's really good for us. Though I am running low on mana, and we have no clue where our lane opponents went. So that means I'm just going to try and push this wave out. Or I would have had it not been for him taking my farm. And then back for BF sword, if possible. Oh, I missed that one. Gonna go get that BF sword, because that's gonna be a huge help, because she's still only got her Doran's. So we get the BF sword, and we haven't had to use our health pot yet. So we are now quite well off in this lane, having an assist, whereas she has 20. I am nearly twice her CS as well, which is really good for us. And but our Kassadin seems to be struggling in the middle a little bit. Now then, as much as I'd like to be able to help him, I can't do much until we win bot hard. But we do have our ult, so that'll be nice.
There's a chill in the air.
Give us an advantage over them.
Don't look so grim.
Now then, that heal on the minions does make things slightly more difficult for us.
We're gonna need more coffins.
An enemy has been slain.
But we do have... Why are we not pushing? It's very hard not to push this lane,
I call it good.
especially since we have a serious advantage. And our lane opponents have gone missing now.
Tough talk for worm food.
Now then, since our...
By all means, stand and
I'm going to push this tower down as quickly as possible. There's a Katarina behind us though, so that puts things in a slightly different light. But the AD... Oh, and a Vi. So there are two of them here.
death should be the end.
But that Vi, the Kassadin is picked up. And we're just going to play a little passive... Well, now we're not. We're going to just push this, because there's no reason not to. If we have them on the heels, why not capitalize on the farm? Especially since we got the Vi off of us. So all that's left
Nothing colder than death.
is the Katarina, who is still coming up from behind us. But we're gonna come in, fight the Katarina.
There's a chill in the air.
Ooh,
Your team has destroyed a turret.
ooh.
My account.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, he stole that one from me. Ooh,
Don't look so
but that's not good. Definitely not good.
You have been slain.
So, not exactly the greatest move on my part, but the Kassadin complaining. He should know better than to follow someone in if there's an issue. Now, see, me, I went in thinking there'd just be one or two of them instead of the three like I ran into. But, again, we did manage to take tower, which is a big plus. And, you know, sometimes people complain. We're just going to ignore it. We should get Dragon soon, though. Because Dragon is going to be a big plus. So,
I'll sleep.
especially now that we know it's up, or it should be up. So I'm just going to come and drop my ward on, or I'm going to come up here.
It ends.
Well, where was my team? I had a team. I thought I had a team. I went in and I took out their
Ally has been slain.
Jinx. So it didn't occur to me that the fact that I had two guys standing there when I went over the wall, could be better. Could be better. Could have been partially my fault for not watching as well.
Everybody deserves a second shot.
I'm not entirely sure why Kassadin is being quite as persnickety as he is. Because, yes, things haven't gone quite as well as we would have wanted. We haven't lost a tower yet, though. And in fact, our minions are pushing bot lane, so our minions may take a second tower. We've got them on the rope still,
Some call it magic. I call it good aim.
so I don't quite grasp what he's so outraged about. I mean, yes, have we made mistakes? Definitely. Is it the only time we've made mistakes? Certainly not. Will they happen again? Probably, because we're human. But you can only do what you can do. So,
Go ahead.
glad we got that baited out of him. Ooh, gonna throw a rock at me. I think he's just a little upset because the Katarina has been doing some serious work against him. Ooh, gonna get out of there and take out the Katarina. Good for us. Just gonna unload with the ult there because it can't hurt.
There's a chill in the air.
And then we're going to get out of there. So we're going to upgrade Relentless Pursuit next, because
Some call it magic.
it does cost mana now, and because it costs mana, it's worth upgrading, because it will eventually get to the point where it doesn't cost as much mana. Hopefully our Garen can do something about that. Her name is Vi, top. I'm going to come bot because that is a nice juicy wave of farm down there that I don't want to lose out on. We still haven't gotten Dragon, and have they gotten Dragon? So they have one Dragon to our none. So my fear is that we've lost the Dragon now. I have no clue when they got the Dragon. So the fact that we don't have a Dragon and we haven't been really contesting Dragon is actually really frightening to me. Because the Dragon buff is quite good now.
An enemy has been slain.
Just another corpse.
So, we're going to push this out a little bit, and then we're going to come up back mid and help out. So we're going to push one more wave, hopefully.
Purity and peace.
And Garen's asking for help top, but hopefully somebody can get there. Ooh, nice. Actually, well, I can't see where anyone is, so it would be very unwise for me to stay without vision on the enemy. So we're going to just take out this pink ward. They definitely got dragon. Come up here to mid and just push this out and see what we can do. We should be able to take the tower. Just gonna keep pushing, because the more pressure we can lay on them, the better. So, Katarina's back mid, but
Kid, I've got a cure for that.
at this point in time, though, it's best to back out, because without the minions, tanking that tower with the enemy team right there is not exactly smart. But clear the wave out on them. And now we've got minions and the ability to really just annoy and harass them. So Kassadin has decided he doesn't want to do anything except for stand there and get picked off. So rather than just running and letting me harass, because I can with some of my abilities, he decided to stick around, which, I mean, yes, he managed to dodge the Jinx ult. Ooh, I did not mean to get caught there. Oh, that's done. I shouldn't have flashed in to get the kill. I should have just let Garen take it. It wasn't necessarily worth me dying for. But we did get the kill, and we do have enough to pick up some of the components for our static shiv now. So that's going to be a big help. And then we're going to go back bot, because look at that wave. That wave needs dealing with. And so that's where I'll be. Dragon also needs dealing with. We need to take the dragon. But hopefully I can get here before that wave. Oh yeah, because their lane's pushing. I mean, they've barely touched our tower at least. They took our mid tower, and top tower is going to fall because... Now, I could be using my culling for this,
I dare you.
but I don't exactly feel as though that would be the best thing, especially since I've got the enemy in my... Ooh. So we got one of them. That's why I was saving my culling, is because I could do some work in lane or in team fights against him. But the dragon is still gone, and we don't have a timer on it. So that's just telling me that they're doing a really great job of taking care of their dragons. Oh.
Trick shot. Trick is not to get shot.
Ooh, that's starting to hurt. Her rockets are. So I need to get a lifesteal item next. And with Lucian, I'm always torn between the Bloodthirster, which is a very nice item on any ADC, and a Blade of the Ruin King.
Deserves a second shot.
Because the Blade of the Ruin King really does give you some nice perks with the attack speed buff and whatnot.
Don't duck on my account.
But I don't exactly feel safe going in with a Katarina,
The ghost.
because of course Katarina is one of those champions that no matter how far behind she is, she can just jump to you, and it's just bad time for everyone. So really we should... Oh,
Ashes and dust.
so we're just gonna come in here. Ooh, Meganar is going to terrify me. And I'm now. So, being I should probably just run. But I do want to just farm up a little bit. Oh, and bottom lane is pushed again. So I'm going to go bottom lane now. And then once I clear up this and get it pushing, because our tower has now taken a considerable amount of damage since I said it hadn't taken any damage.
Something is right.
Get this bottom lane pushing. And with this pushing, and several crit strikes, I'll push one more wave. Then with it pushing, I'm going to recall. Because
I've got a cure for that.
there is no point in staying now, especially with 1900 gold. I can finish my static shiv. I can go into my bloodthirster. Actually, I'm going to finish my, well, get an SP for my boots and get a couple of health pots instead. Then I'm going to go into my bloodthirster. Hopefully by the time I'm back for the bloodthirster, or by the time I'm back I can get some of the components for the bloodthirster. At least get the vampiric scepter, because that's really what's going to be helpful.
Something is rotten here.
But it looks like we're going to get a solid push bot, so that's going to be helpful. But just having some upgraded boots for some movement speed is going to keep the team
Go ahead.
from yelling at me, and it's going to keep some of my playing companions who I play with usually
Some call it
from
mad.
yelling.
I call it good aim.
Ooh, Garen. What are you doing, Garen? I want to go in on them, but at the same time I know it's not a wise move at all. Ooh, that Gnar damage and everything. That did hurt, because I couldn't get through the minions to get at the Jinx. But could have been worse. Could have been worse. Now we're going to start building our Bloodthirster, so we can get some of the components for that. Why would we want to surrender? So, our Cassidon has just a negative attitude about this, which is unfortunate.
You don't have the heart.
Your turret has been
He's trying to make us surrender, which of course there's no reason to. We're still quite strong. We just need to play smarter.
Keep moving on.
Top lane is going to get pushed down if we aren't careful. Bottom lane isn't at all in danger though.
Another corpse.
Well, now it is. They're pushing back towards us. Though I wish they wouldn't have started that surrender vote, because it's in the way of part of my HUD. Anyway, we're going to continue moving up here and pushing. So they aren't at dragon, they're still just mid.
Nothing's colder than death.
But one person failed to vote, and looks like dragon's gonna be up soon. Oh, yep.
Death should be the end.
So there the enemy is. So now it's a matter of waiting and seeing.
There's a chill in the
You have slain an enemy.
There we go. That, now I misplayed that one. She should have had me for the fact that I hit my ult at the inopportune time.
Enemy
Ooh.
rampage.
Avoid that though, and come in here.
Enemy has been slain.
And we'll just pick up an assist there.
something is rotten here. Don't look so grim.
I don't quite mind if Meganar is here, because he can't really do all that much to me.
I will not falter.
At this point we should break off and come to Dragon. There's no point in chasing them. And Dragon is much
Death should be
more
Turret
important.
has been destroyed.
But the problem is I can't take Dragon alone.
Shut down.
And with us just standing here in mid,
here. Go ahead.
we need a Dragon though. Because if we continue to just play around
Nothing colder than
with the enemy team, we definitely won't have a win under our belts.
purity and peace.
But at least we do have some clearing potential down here in the bottom lane.
You don't have the heart for this.
And then we should come in. Oh, no, they're going to do the dragon. And now Cassidy is going to yell at us. You weren't distracting, and I can't take it alone.
Slain an enemy.
Ooh,
There's a chill in the air.
that one did hurt.
The past is the ghost.
So Khazadin, well, yes, usually a mid laner should be working as a field general. I like to say the mid lane or maybe the jungle should start calling shots for you. That way you have somebody who's in control. But at the same time, our
Your team has destroyed.
Some call
our
it,
Khazadin hasn't really
I call it good.
been being very nice about calling his shots. Now, excuse me a moment. Having a sip of something to drink.
Everybody
So,
deserves a second.
What's nice though is I know I can 1v1 Cat and come out alive. Now I don't know whether that's because I'm outplaying her or whether she's just misplaying herself.
I'll sleep with the bed.
I tend to think it would be she's misplaying because there's not really a way that Katarina, who's this awe-inspiring tank, should be able to outplay me, or should be able to be outplayed by me, because I'm not that much more fed than she is as far as I can tell. Now I could always be wrong because I haven't been paying much attention to how strong she is.
Team has destroyed the turret.
Some call it magic. I call it ashes and
Oh, see, there she finally managed to get me. I shouldn't have gone in on that. I should have just stayed out, gone back, taking it easy. I'd still be alive and then I could defend better. I'm not entirely sure what our Cassidy is built. So our Cassidy hopefully will come and help defend. Right now, again, I mean, bottom lane and mid lane, we've gotten all the turrets. And bottom lane's still pushing. So, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, right now we have to defend mid.
keep moving on.
That's the main thing, and I want to finish my bloodthirster. After that, I should get probably something with some armor pen, especially against their Gnar and their Alistair. So I'm probably going to go with a Last Whisper. That would be a pretty safe bet right now. But I don't really want to deal with that.
Go ahead.
Don't want to deal with two of them. Gonna just back off. Let them come. He's going to go into Mega Gnar there. So that's always something to watch out for. Ooh.
An enemy has been
Ooh. Ooh, and there's a Katarina though.
slain.
So that Katarina is going to
Nothing.
be a pain to deal with
Double kill.
if we aren't careful. But we do have a
An enemy has been
Garen coming. Oh, thank the Lord that Garen ulted there. Now at this point, I'm going to just start running because that Vi can jump right onto me. And if that Vi jumps right onto me, I'm going to just disappear in a cloud of pulverized guts. Which isn't exactly appealing to me. Actually, we're just going to upgrade to our
I'll sweep
enchanted boots first. And we'll pick up a
blowing the world up.
pickaxe next, hopefully. So that'll be something that'll be just added damage. We've almost got 300 damage right now, so we are dealing an absurd amount against the enemy.
Tough talk for worm.
We've got a minute to Dragon, so we're gonna let the team know.
Nothing.
And because we've got that, I'll drop my ward in here as I run back to mid. Oop. And Katarina's coming for me. Katarina's warding too, so they must have had vision on the last dragon just to know when it's going to come up. But I'm going to be here and just, you know, harass some of them. Oh. And this is not a good spot for me to be. Gonna flash and try and juke them, but there wasn't very far to go. I mean, I thought maybe I could do a misdirection and get out of there, but it was not to be. And our Kassadin once again is asking to surrender, but there's not really any reason to. I mean, we're still ahead in every lane. We're tied in mid, we're ahead in bot, we've got more kills. So really, yes, we've lost a couple of team fights, some of us have been caught out, but there's not really a reason to just constantly spam that vote. It just,
Some call it magic.
it's a little frustrating to have to deal with every time you play, having somebody automatically want to surrender when the going gets tough.
Death should be the end.
They are going to get the dragon though. So that's unfortunate.
There's a chill in the air. Something is rotten here.
Not really much I can do there. But ooh, that did a lot of damage. A lot more damage than I thought. So I'm just going to back out slowly. Maybe go take the mid farm, because there's not much else I can do being this low. I just need some way to get back up, but do something effective.
They never.
But as you can see, I can just vamp up so incredibly quickly here. That it's really nobody's business. I'm nearly back to full health. So now it's time to come bot and help out again, because it looks like our bot lane is, well, but they're actually doing okay.
Everybody.
But we're going to chase after this guy. Actually, no, we're not. Because there's no point in really trying to chase him down. He's not worth all that much. And I can take the crab.
Some call it magic.
And their Nara's in the bot jungle. Their Alistair is here trying to help out the Vi who's being chased.
By all means.
So hopefully our
Purity.
oh, this is not exactly the greatest fight for us. Especially not with what they are capable of. Now then, Katarina got a reset. So it's time for us to fly.
Don't look so good.
So he's upset because I didn't exactly go in, but looking at what they have there, there's not exactly a lot I can do, because they had 4 people. It was more important to get out and defend than to stand there and maybe pick up one more kill, no matter what they may say. Because remember, although you are part of a team, the team's not always right. And this would be one of those times. And it's one of those things that even I struggle with when it comes to playing. Ooh, he's going to go Meganar here. So we're going to just get out as fast as we can, because that Meganar is going to be a pain. Oh, and I missed my dash over the wall there. But I'm not entirely... I mean, it makes no sense to just suicide in for 1 kill. So, anyway, that's enough talking about that. There's definitely not a reason for us to surrender. We even got somebody else saying no to the surrender vote that we constantly have coming up now for some reason. Hopefully when we go out I will have that the Last Whisper, and then I'll sell my Doran's Blade and probably get Guardian Angel. Top lane has a lot of farm right now, but it looks like Cassidon's going to go up there. But let's see if I can beat it. Actually, I'll just wait for my Last Whisper. There's no reason not to wait for it. I only need 20 gold anyway. Okay, so we've got that. So that gives us an advantage. Gonna come down bot, get the farm. Or I was going to get the farm. Just get the next wave. Dragon's up in a minute, so they're posturing for it. But, you know, gonna take all that, then come up and help out mid. Oh, our Garen. So I can take most of their people solo now, especially since I got my Infinity Edge. Oh, this is not a good place to be. Thankfully, I can come around this way, come in through the brand new gate, which is really nice to have. Ooh, that
Go ahead.
Alistair just played safety cow for me, though, so I should thank him at some point. Because safety cow is really helpful. Ooh, and then our Zareth managed to clean that up. Dragon's up.
I'll sleep.
I don't know if we'll be able to take it though, just the two of us. Which is really unfortunate. But I would like, well, our ward in there does have enough time on it, so we should be okay. I should go take golems though. Ooh, nope, they're taking it. I'm here, I'm waiting. Ooh. My dash over the wall was, unfortunately, I wasn't close enough, so it didn't take me over. And so that's their... That is their fourth dragon, so although we're winning towers, they are certainly winning as far as dragons are concerned. But we're going to push this out. Though I'm in a very precarious position, because I am alone. So we're just going to run a little bit, because alone that would have been suicide. Now then, we're going to push down bot tower and hopefully bot inhibitor. Because, now really, if you want to play the long game, getting all three inhibitors means they can't do anything. And she just ate the entire culling. So that is a brilliant thing for us to have happen. He should have doubled back for us. And Vi was back here. So
Don't look so real.
got him to burn his flash. Oh, and here comes Nar.
Something's rotten here. Don't look so real.
Ooh. Now they've got a few more people than I really feel comfortable bracing though. And because Garen decided to go in again, I went in again. So that's one of the things that we've got to avoid doing, because that's really how you end up throwing a game. I can't get my Blood Angels though, so I am full build really. I mean, I may choose to sell my Berserker's Greaves for something like Phantom Dancer to give me just some extra damage and crit chance. Phantom Dancer would put me at 30 or 95 crit chance overall, which would be something to behold. And I've got my Guardian Angel, which of course gives me some extra defense and also the ability to come back from the dead once every 300 seconds. Ooh, that hurt. He got smited to death.
Keep moving on.
So we're going to come here and defend this mid tower.
This is over. Some call it magic.
She chose to run the wrong way, however. Not exactly, though, a good good place for me to be alone. But since I've got Garen, and I'm going to farm this up, so I won't sell my boots until I can pretty much buy
I'll sleep when they're dead.
the Phantom Dancer outright.
There's a chill in the air.
Just because having the attack speed right now, I mean, it wouldn't make sense to sell.
Yeah, I've got a cure for that.
Oh, I didn't mean to flash. That was an accident on my part. But it is time to run. They've got a Katarina there. So me being here, even if I do have the Garen to keep people off of me, isn't the... Ooh. Ooh. This Gnar is annoying. He is just annoying. But we can kill him. And then we're going to take out this wave. They do have the Katarina up here.
You don't have the heart for this.
Oh, they got the Zap portal is up. It's a thing again.
Death should be the end. Yeah. Go ahead.
So while they're messing around up top,
The enemy's inhibitor is respawning soon.
oh, bottom inhibitor is respawning for them.
Stay dead.
And my culling is still on an 85-second cooldown. So maybe I get Yomu's Ghost Blade instead. That may be better for me than Phantom Dancer, because it gives me crit chance, attack speed, and some damage, and some armor pen, which definitely would not be wanting in this game. That armor pen really against the Alistair, who's super tanky.
We're gonna need more coffee.
And Caston got the dragon for us. So that's 2 for us versus their...
Some call it magic. I call it good aim.
their 4. So we've got enemies coming in. We got some tanks. We got...
Go ahead.
Oh.
Boom, baby.
I managed to get the Gnar, but I just couldn't get out of that. But I forgot I had a Guardian Angels, so that was a nice bonus. Now we're going to buy the Yomu's flat out. So base level, 30 attack damage, 15% critical strike, 10% cooldown reduction. And then activated, it grants 20 movement speed plus 40 attack speed for 6 seconds. And it's got a passive 20 armor pen. And finally, our Zareth is calling out the people who are trying to quit. Anyway, we should be able to recover from this. I mean, we're putting up a very good fight. I'm having a decent game. So hopefully...
Your turret has been destroyed.
But that's too bad. We had several great opportunities, but unfortunately we couldn't make them work out. there were some plays that everybody made on both teams that were just, some good, some bad. Same with any game. Anyways, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe. And please like the video too. Anyways, have a good one.